Jim with Elite Fitness. Welcome to Body Shaping. Today we're going to work on chest, back, and then we'll hit the arms too. So biceps and triceps. So several body parts, but it's kind of neat how they fit together. Antagonists kind of working against each other. So we're going to do that type of routine today. If you haven't seen these videos before, we're trying to appeal to a broad audience. And if you have weights, guys, all these exercises work great with weights. If you don't have weights, guys, we're going to make use of some household items and some optional items that you can use in your routine, just to get a lot of variety. And today there's a long list today. I like a lot of variety in the routines. So and honestly, with this routine, a chair, some gallon jugs, and a towel, you can probably get through this routine. But let me run through some of the suggestions I have. First of all, we're going to do an elevated push-up. Okay, so we have one arm elevated. So I would recommend, maybe like a household cooking pot of some sort. I'm going to use this. You could use a yoga block if you have a yoga block. Just be careful, guys, because some of these items can slide really easy, so to make sure you're pushing down. A push-up handle, if you have a push-up handle, of course, that works great. You can use one push-up handle, even like a step of some sort. If you have an adjustable step, that gets kind of low to the ground, you could use like an old Reebok step or something like that. So we like to have something that elevates you up a little bit. The other thing is you'll want to have a chair. We're going to do a few exercises using a chair, so you'll want to have a chair nearby. Guys, you want a variety of gallon jugs. I'm going to say 2 to 8 if you use some of the optional items that we'll bring up in a moment. But have some gallon jugs available. We're going to use those like dumbbells, but you can also use them like plates on a bar, and we'll talk about that in a minute. You may want an ab mat too, guys. We're going to do an optional pullover, and you may need a towel or a slider to go on the ground. You may want an ab mat also. Okay, so boy, just a lot of stuff, right? The other thing, guys, we have one-arm rows in this routine. And a gallon jug, or even if you can manage 2 gallon jugs in one hand, may not be enough for a lot of people. So I'm going to utilize a backpack, which if you've seen these before, you're familiar with that. Guys, you can use old weight plates in there. You can use multiple gallon jugs in there. I have a dumbbell in there, so if you have a dumbbell that isn't super versatile, not going to use it a lot in this routine, you can throw it in a backpack and give it some weight, books, paper, anything to make that weigh a little more, so it's challenging for your one-arm rows. We also have a overhead tricep extension, and that weight translates pretty well. So one-arm row and overhead tricep extensions, I'm going to use the same weight in that backpack. Another optional item you may want, guys, is a broomstick. Okay, and I'm going to use this for a couple exercises. And again, you guys, the backpack and broomstick are just options. So you could use just gallon jugs if you don't need the extra weight. So I'm going to use a broomstick. I have the gallon jugs, and I'm going to string this broomstick right through the gallon jugs. Okay, and if you see these here, I've got the handles on the opposite side of me. So I'm just going to slide these right through. And I have a homemade little barbell set, the Elite barbell set, the home barbell set. So we'll slide that on. And guys, I'll be using this for some curls. We're doing 1.5s. We'll explain that when we get there. And also we'll do some lying tricep extensions, like a skull crusher. Okay, and that'll work great for those. Okay. The only other thing, guys, and I know it's been a lot, is we're going to do a lying pull down. And we've done these several times in different videos over the last year, I guess now. So you can use a towel or a broomstick, just laying on the floor. If you want a little reason, if you have tubing, guys, tubing adds a unique dimension to that, because now it's actually, because you're simulating a pull down while you're lying on the floor. So you're going to work the erectors, and you really want to isolate, try to squeeze the lats. Okay, so tubing is an option. Don't have to have it. But if you have it, it does kind of give you a little resistance as you pull. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to wrap this around, and you can go around a couch leg. If you have a heavy table, just make sure it's not going to slide around on you, okay? So I'm just going to wrap this around several times here, and then I'm just going to bring it down so that when I come over here, guys, I'm ready to do my pull downs, okay? So we'll get that kind of out of the way. Boy, long intro, I'm sorry about that, but I really like variety when we can do it, okay? And again, we'll talk about different options, and as we go through this routine, there are different little options that will be shown on the workout, okay? So guys, let's start off with left arm elevated push-up. So I'll put the routine up so you can kind of see what's going on. So I'm gonna grab a little pot. Again, it could be a step, a yoga, block. Just get the arm elevated. Guys, you can go from the knees if you need to, okay? So be accommodating. And listen, if for whatever reason getting to the floor is a problem, guys, just do push-ups on a chair or a bench, okay? Don't worry about elevating, okay? I don't want to make that chair unstable or have you slip off the chair. Just go to the chair and do push-ups, okay? But if you can use your knees or do a regular traditional push-up, do it. Guys, and the reps, somewhere, I wrote down 10 to 15. I know the challenge, you guys, get what you can. Maybe it's only 6, okay? But we're gonna try to push ourselves here, so we'll get through this. Let's get started here. Now, when you're doing these, guys, I want you to try to emphasize the elevated side, okay? So when I'm doing this, I'm trying to really focus on this left side a little more than the right, okay? So we're here, guys, and let's get these going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, fantastic. I'm going to slide this over here to the right. Now, what I want to do is I want to give those pushing muscles a break for a moment, okay? So we're going to go right to one-arm rows, okay? So I'm going to grab a backpack. Again, it could be just gallon jugs, guys, okay? And we're going to get our rows in, right? Around 15 of these. So I'll grab this backpack. We're here, and 1. Squeeze that back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulling towards the hip. We'll set that down. Guys, let's flip around. Let's hit the other side. And here we go. Great job, guys. And if you can really think about the back, you just want to feel that working right through here. Okay, so don't pull with the shoulder when you're doing those. Guys, coming right back here. So we're trying to keep a pretty good pace here. Now we have my right arm elevated push-up. So we're here. Guys, be careful because this, as I mentioned, this can slide around. So make sure you try to be pushing straight down. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, great job. Let me set this off to the side. Guys, our next exercise is a pullover. I will show an option where you can just use dumbbells or gallon jugs, lay on your back and do the pullover. Okay, guys, I'm trying to focus a little more on the back. Pullovers can get the core with a slide or a towel on the floor. So guys, if you have hardwood floor, you can use a towel. Sometimes there's different sliders that'll work on hardwood too. They have like a sock on one side maybe, you could use that. This is just a old moving slider that we've used to help our kids move and everything else. And I'm gonna use it on this. We have a real tight carpet here, so I'm gonna use that. So there are a couple options for this, but guys, pullovers can work the core, they can hit the chest, they can hit the back. So I'm gonna try to keep my elbows out a little bit as I'm doing this, trying to engage the back a little bit, okay? So you also may want a mat or a towel for your knees, okay, while you're doing this. So I'm gonna use an ab mat here, guys. I'll just kneel down on this. And guys, anywhere of 10 to 15, if you're using the slider, it can be a little more challenging, okay? So I'm going to Elbows are out a little bit, but soft, don't lock them, okay? And I'm just going to come out and I'm gonna squeeze in. I'm going from the knees, guys. Listen, if you've been doing this, you couldn't go from the toes, but it's pretty tough, all right? 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm also, guys, using one slider. You could use 2. I have bad shoulders, so I like to keep it together with 1. Guys, and I know it looks a lot like you're rolling out with one of those ab wheels, but if you can focus on squeezing as you go up the back, pretty effective. Kind of gets that back stretched and tightened all at the same time. Stretch it out and squeeze. So let me set this off to the side. Those are good. Okay, guys, this next one, we're gonna go underhand. Incline push-ups, so we use a chair, okay? Guys, be careful with your chairs too. You may want, I know I'm on the edge of the screen here. I have it anchored against a heavy bag. So you may want to go against a wall. Make sure it's not gonna move on you, okay? And let's get about 10 to 15 of these. Okay, so a little different angle with our push-up. We're here. Elbows stay pretty tight to the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Feel that, guys. Wow. Good stuff. So let those elbows and the hands, you're kind of coming down a little bit. So you're really trying to hit the chest. You're gonna need a little triceps too. Maybe some biceps on your hand grip, but trying to focus the chest a little bit. All right, guys, the next one we're gonna move the biceps. Okay, so we're gonna do curls. We're gonna do 1 1/2s. Okay, so that just means we're gonna emphasize the top half of the curl. So we're gonna do a curl, then come halfway down, squeeze up again, and that's 1. So it's up, half, that's a rep, okay? So somewhere of 10 to 15, again, I've got a broomstick, guys. If you have a barbell, a curl bar, you could use those, of course, or guys, you can just put a gallon jug in your hand and do the same thing, okay? Or dumbbells. Here we go. 10 to 15 of these. Up, 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 5, 6, 7. Boy, feeling these, guys. Okay, guys, that's good. Feel those, so somewhere 10 to 15. Great job. Guys, next, we're gonna move the triceps. So we're gonna do overhead tricep extensions. Right? So, I'll bring a chair over here, guys. I'm gonna sit down. You could stand while you do these if you wanted to. And this could be just like a gallon jug in each hand or a dumbbell. So I'll bring this up. I'm gonna take a seat. All right, guys, I'm really trying to emphasize those triceps. I'll comfortably squeeze at the top, pressing towards the ceiling. 1, elbows stay somewhat tight. We're not gonna flare them out real wide. guys, great job. Okay. Okay, next guys, we're gonna do some curls and look for a variety, guys. We have the chair sitting here. We'll do a seated curl. I'm just gonna grab a couple gallon jugs here. Okay. And we'll sit down. And I'll sit towards the edge of the chair. I'm not gonna sit all the way back. And so I'm sitting straight upright. We'll grab these guys in 1, 2, 3. If you have dumbbells, I'm trying to supinate to the top. Gallon jugs is a little tougher too, but still get a good little bicep workout. All right, guys, nice work. Let's see these guys. Whew, okay. Guys, I'm gonna move the chair out of the way because we have a couple line exercises now. We're gonna lay down, and guys, we have skull crushers. Although I go over the head, guys, a lot of guys come to the head. That's why they have a name. Guys, more effective if you come back a little bit. So the elbows are angled back, and you come over the top of the head. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get around 15 of these, okay? Let me get this out of the way. And we have a couple line ones back to back. We have the line pull down after this, okay? So I'll do the tricep extensions first. I'm gonna lay down. Over here, guys. Okay, I'm up with this, guys. Notice the way the gallon jugs are pivoting back. You don't want them to pivot the other way where they're going to hit you as you come down. So this will help clear my head. I'm going to come down, drive up, and at the top, guys, my arms are still angled slightly back. And I want you to go straight, okay? So we don't want this, okay? I'd rather you come back a little bit and keep a little more tension on there. All right, so there's 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Feel them. All right, guys, so set those down. Okay, this next one, guys, we're gonna do a line pull down. Okay, guys, you could use a broomstick, you can use a towel with this. So we're just gonna lay down. I'll show a towel option. Okay, so you just hold the towel, try to pull the towel apart, and you're gonna pull in the body as you're laying in your stomach. Okay, so you'd be laying like this, guys, and you're just gonna pull the towel apart. The erector's gonna tighten up, chest stays off the floor, and you pull and you're trying to squeeze that back as the elbows come down, okay? So an option on this, guys, and hopefully you can see this okay, I'm gonna use some tubing, okay, to kind of get a little more effect on the back. So I'm here, guys, I'm just gonna drive. So my chest is up, I'm getting the lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're not real high, just a little bit. Around 10 to 15. Squeeze that back. Woo. Okay. All right, guys, feeling those a little bit. Great stuff. All right. So, guys, that's one round. Let me get this pot. Going back to the top. Left arm elevated. Let me get a quick drink here. Okay. Remember, get the reps that you can. Okay. I have a guideline of 10 to 15, but as I mentioned, these can be very challenging for people, so maybe 6 or 8. And you can go to the knees. Focus on the elevated hand. 3, that side of the body. Okay, flip sides, but give yourself a break from the pushes for a minute. Let's get these rows out of the way. So we have 1 arm rows hitting the back. That was 15. Let's go the other way. Okay, great job. Okay, now we'll switch sides with these push-ups. All right. Get that pot off to the side, guys. The next one, guys, is a pullover. Remember the elbows out a little bit. Squeeze the back. I'm feeling the back, triceps, everything. All right. Let's get this off the side here. Okay. Guys, we have our underhand push up. Okay. There we go. the body's kind of coming over the chair, guys. So we're kind of over. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Woo. Okay. All right, guys, hit the curls next. 1.5, these are tough. All right. So 10 to 15, depending on your weight, okay? It's a challenge, huh? Okay, here we go. Okay, curls 1/2, overhead tricep extensions, guys. Oh, feels biceps. Oh, yeah. All right. All right, guys, triceps, here we go. Squeeze the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's set this off to the side. Okay. Guys, see the curls. Okay. Guys, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let me set these down. Okay, guys, we're finishing on the floor here. Tricep extensions. So we'll lay back. Okay, remember, keep the arms angled back just a little bit, and think about those triceps the whole time. So we're down. 1, 2, Oh, all right, guys. Even though the weight's not super heavy, I can feel those. Okay, so guys, now we have the pull downs. Maybe you're using a towel or a broomstick. I've got some tubing here. Let's knock out 10 to 15 of these guys. Think about the back the whole time. I just really squeeze that back. Okay. Nice. So we're up just a little bit, chest off the floor, arms hanging off. They're up above the floor the whole time. Squeeze the back. Oh yeah, so that was 15 guys. I was really trying to squeeze those lats with each rep. All right. Oh boy. So guys, that was our body shaping workout today, guys. Did a good job, kind of bouncing between chest and back, thighs, tries. So kind of a fun workout, just kind of get through several muscles of the body. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. This is Elite Fitness, and we are bringing wellness